The world's coming to an end, and on that note, I want to sell you guys some insurance. Look, these guys hooked me up the other day. They got it all. Crocodiles, if they specifically bite off your left toe, they will cover you. And when your penis gets just a little bit hard, and then a girl comes up, smacks it a little too. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Garrick's Wormuloid.
Carrots.
Not my joke. But yeah, I am Christopher Stull. To my left. I'm not going to do that for myself. Fuck off. We got to my left.
We got Nautical Nelly.
Oh, I like that. We're changing it up. Nautical Nelly. We got over here on the very right, we got Daniel J. Jeffries.
I'm Dirty Dan.
I was going to say detective extraordinaire, but I don't know about that.
Next week.
I don't want to be Dirty Dan anymore. I just want to be Patrick.
And we have special guest. Introduce yourself, why don't you?
Oh, I am Joseph Lee.
Ooh, hello, Joseph Lee. Maybe we could get that mic just a wee bit closer to you.
Okay, you got
there we go. Thank you.
He's got a soothing voice, man.
Yeah, he does.
You should be, like when they call someone at the doctor's office, you should be the receptionist. Be like, hello, my name's Joseph Lee. What can I get for you today?
Daniel
I'm
Jeffries.
dying. I'm going to transfer you to the other department.
And we've lost half the viewers now.
So we went from 5 to 3 or 2.
Remember,
It doesn't half very well.
subscribe
Back
to our
down
show.
Sigmar.
We'll do it up front. Subscribe to our show.
Yes, subscribe, like,
plugs,
plugs, all of it.
Comment.
Yeah.
Comment on our faces.
I'm not as up on that as Igmar is because I mean, I care, but not as much. I don't know if that makes any
How
sense.
much does he care? Like
He cares quite a bit, and that's good because we need somebody to care.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's the main host, and so far he hasn't been doing a great job when he.
Whoa!
When I'm just throwing under the bus. So we got a pretty stacked show for you guys, and it's got some heavy news topics for sure,
Dope.
and a hopefully a good story from Nelson.
Got
from what
two.
I hear, 2 already. Pretty good topic. And something that'll make us all feel very good at the end, so we can maybe feel a little bit better. We call that signs of hope.
Finally, hope.
And
So enthusiastic.
I know.
so
I dig it.
we're gonna start with probably the biggest news story from this week, and I don't know when it exactly started, but maybe into a little bit of last week. But it's I can't believe I did so much research on this fucking shit. Beyonce's Lemonade
Oh, yeah.
and all the fucking bullshit controversy that came out of that.
There's a lot.
There's so much shit to unpack. So why don't I just go down my notes and
Yeah, I
we'll
actually
go
want to
from-
know about this. I don't know about it.
Well, then
The
we
boy
got
who-
somebody to be informed.
The boy that lived outside of time.
No, it's funny. Every time you guys introduce the news, I have no idea. So
You're
I'm
the
always
best
like,
person for that.
I'm
man.
always
Just
so
making it up.
excited.
They're making it up. So,
That's true.
None of it's real.
man.
Who's Beyonce? That's what he says.
Lemonade, what?
Did she drink
It's pee. So, just off the top. So it was a surprise album because she does that. That's her second one that she's just released. So Beyonce is, known for this now, and she just dropped it randomly along with a hour and a half movie basically
Yeah.
to go along with
Well, they call it like a visual album.
visual
Yeah.
album. There you go. Visual album to go along with the release, and a lot of the songs and themes throughout the whole album is very much about like mistrust,
Infidelity? That's what it's
and ultimately forgiveness, which is nice. You don't usually hear that at the end of a lot of that shit. It's usually like fuck that guy, and then it's just over.
To the left. She
That's
made
it.
songs about it for a while.
Yeah. But because it's about infidelity, one line specifically has gotten the Bay-hive, as they call themselves, in a fucking, and I'm serious, the Bay-hive. In a whole
Beehive? Bay? Or
Yeah.
Bay-hive.
Bay-hive.
Bayhive. Oh god.
So one line specifically, Becky with the good hair.
Oh, yeah.
And from that line, they have formed a wolf pack. That
They're
has
finding
gone
every Becky
on-
they think it is.
It's and Becky is not the name of the woman. It's slang for those of you who don't know for typical white valley girl. Is that right, or just white girl? That's like
I think it's
I
just a
didn't
white
know.
girl's name, so they just were like, oh, Becky.
no, yeah,
Oh
but it's
my God.
but it
Look at
is
that
like
butt.
it is. It is a not a stereotype, but it's a.
There's no black girls named Becky.
No. But it's it's supposed. It's just a generic thing.
I don't know
And
about
so now they've been going after anyone who has been at all who has at all talked to Jay-Z, who's like a white-ish girl.
Yeah.
And they started with this fashion designer called Rachel Roy, who has been friends with Jay-Z for a while because all the rich people are friends. And so they went after her. And then in the strangest twist, somebody, I think, got their name confused at one point to Rachel Ray,
She got lit
the
up.
cook.
She's
And then she got attacked by just everybody.
She's I don't even like black people.
Yeah, and she's on the complete opposite spectrum of famous than Rachel Roy.
Shoot, I
And it
cheated
was-
my girl Rachel Roy. Cooking that chicken.
But it's the most ridiculous shit. And then now like Rita Ora and a bunch of other celebrities have been caught up in this
Witch hunt.
maelstrom.
It's a witch
witch
hunt.
hunt, basically.
It's a witch hunt.
And what I found the most interesting, and maybe you guys have a different take on this, is why are the girls? Because maybe some guys in the fan club, but mostly girls. Why are they going after the woman that is been with Jay-Z and not Jay-Z himself? Why? Do you have any ideas?
I just think it's because it's a stereotype on both sides.
Right.
You should know that that's her man, and men are dogs. They're
Right.
gonna, whatever.
So ultimately, it's his
It's not his fault because
it's his sexual.
supposedly
I think it also has to do with the name, like it's just a fun name to say, oh, fucking Becky,
Becky.
I just want to call out anybody named Becky. What's your name? Becky? Oh, fucking Becky. I fucking hate you, Becky. You're just like,
Becky's out there. We're
just
okay.
spit in her face. Becky.
Oh, you like that?
That's gross.
But I think it's because of that. It's just like
Yeah, there is a double
men
standard
have the
for
thing
sure.
if
They
you
can't
allow
control
men
themselves.
yeah,
It must be the women.
yeah.
I mean, that's
What I always
such
say.
bullshit. But that
It
is
is,
such
but it's-
bullshit, though.
I mean, it
is.
is.
It
I
but
really hate it.
people, it sucks because us as men have to sit there and take that kind of crap.
Yeah,
But
we can at least talk a little bit back, can't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, it's
Are we allowed?
Where's this
I
going?
mean, yeah,
I don't
for
know.
real.
I'm just wondering. Can't we be like, I don't know. I've never been in that situation, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Can't
he's not going to say anything about it because it's not his
No.
fault, supposedly. So,
Yeah.
No guy. And the thing about it is, when it comes to males, we're not going to say anything about this kind of BS thing because it's not bad. I mean, it's the same thing they say black on black crime or this
yeah.
crime is women self-hating themselves.
Yeah.
And it's her fault.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of
But yeah,
that
no,
situation,
I get that part of it, and it's just something that we're gonna have to wait till it blows over. And honestly, it only affects just
Over, so like next week.
the narrow.
Yeah.
We're not gonna remember this unless more people start analyzing the lyrics and they're like, oh, but this means this.
I mean, Drake's album's coming out soon, guys, so something's gonna be.
what
in
if
there.
he's Becky?
Drake is
Ooh.
Becky.
Oh shit!
I can see that the way Drake is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And then Drake has a lyric that says, I am Becky. What does it mean? Does
my
it
God.
really mean he's Becky?
What if it was? You could tell it was the line was thrown in there at the last second, like it was just a joke.
Becky is spelled Beckie. He's the sixth god. 6 letters in Becky. It's
Half-Life 3
Drake.
confirmed.
How you spell Aubrey? Aubrey is Aubrey. Becky and Aubrey. I'm just doing conspiracy theory.
Yeah, and then if you play the cassette backwards, you hear I am Becky still, even though it just said I am Becky.
He has good hair.
But yeah, ultimately, this is news that doesn't matter to anybody, and you should just move on with your life.
Yeah. I had an uncle that cheated on his wife. They're not in the news.
And we're gonna move on.
His name's Leroy.
That's my name.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
yeah.
So, next piece of news is a lot more serious.
Ooh.
Like the most serious topic. So, recently in Oklahoma, there was this one girl who went to a party and was going to get a ride back with a friend of hers, a guy friend. And I can't remember. Let me check this before I move on because I don't want to get this fact wrong. But I'm not sure whether there was another friend with them when they went back. Because I remember hearing that was the case. However, the main crux of the story is, and I'll get back to on that part, is that while they were, okay, no, just the two of them. All right, sorry, I'm dragging this out a little too much, but the crux of the story is she was allegedly raped orally by this guy because she was just passed out drunk, in and out of consciousness. And when he brought her home, she was too drunk to stay there, so he had to take her to the hospital. When they got to the hospital, they found, they were like, we need to run some more tests on this girl. And they found his DNA around her mouth and on her leg. And eventually it came out, they found out that she was, orally raped. The worst part about this story is that in Oklahoma, there is a weird gap in their laws that says, and I hope you know where this is going because I don't have to say it, but it's that if someone is intoxicated, then it is not considered rape if you orally insert yourself.
Wait a second.
It's only defined as rape through incapacitation of intoxication. That's a mouthful. If it's in the ass or in the vagina.
So
that is currently
how
how
this law, and I was like, "Hey, look."
Well,
The
I
mouth's
think,
okay.
but no, it wasn't. It was probably made back when that wasn't really a thing.
Oh, that's true. Like they were like, "What the mouth?"
It
What
wasn't. It wasn't
are blowjobs?
Yeah, they didn't know.
back in the 1700s. But yeah, that is the current law loophole.
So he's fine.
He's okay.
So yeah, they went through the courts, even an appeal, and in both cases, the judge and the jury were like, no, according to the law, he cannot be prosecuted for this crime. He at most misdemeanor or undue touching or something like that. But yeah, at this point in time, that is the law, and it is fucking fucked up. Pardon
That's
my
pretty
language.
fucked up.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
And I honestly don't know how that kind of stuff, like you said, like why didn't anybody think that? How did that slip through the cracks? Unless
That's
it was
just
so
weird.
long ago that people only thought of rape as anally and vaginally.
Yeah.
When there's a whole other orifice that you can stick your thing in.
But they're like, no one does that.
Yeah. And I find it funny that it's under specifically like a branch of the laws where it's about intoxication. It's not necessarily under rape. It's under intoxication.
It seems like someone made that like, hey.
It was like an attachment,
Yeah.
an amendment, and I don't know. That's just your real world makes you feel really bad piece of news.
Oklahoma. Like,
Oklahoma.
What's
Wait.
been there?
You're telling me this dude gets off on little girls with pigtails? What? Do you remember from John
Pippi
Mulaney?
Longstockings.
John Mulaney.
Oh, yeah.
You telling me this guy gets off on little girls with pigtails? Yeah, he's a pedophile. This is the Special Victims Unit. You specialize in rape crimes. Oh, I get it.
It's kind of like, thank you for making light of this.
That's what we're here for, to make light of the. So, okay, well, I forgot about this piece of news. Another pretty asshole-ish piece of news, not as like sad.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit. It's
Anal.
got some sadness.
I'm sad already.
So,
Me too.
you guys know of the Snapchat filters.
Yeah.
You especially.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Snapchat.
So there's one on there that shows how fast you're going, right? There's a miles per hour
I
one.
heard this one.
You heard this story?
I heard this
okay.
one.
So there was a girl named Crystal McGee who in
Crystal McGee?
It doesn't matter where she was. So
Fucking
yeah,
Becky.
Crystal McGee.
Introducing Crystal McGee onto the stage.
Hi.
Hello.
So she wanted to use her Snapchat speed filter in her car to show that she was going over 100 miles per hour.
Of course she did.
And lo and behold, she fucking hit somebody as she was going like 107, 113 miles an hour. And it's the dumbest thing. And while she was being taken away by the fucking ambulance, she's still snapping as she's like, as she's in the little cart, her head's like in a brace, and she's like,
This is happening.
She's like, #blessed I didn't die. It's the
That's so indicative
worst.
of like the generation of
Yeah.
now.
And then
Can't
there's
put it down.
now in to come out from this, her lawyers are trying to say in defense that it was Snapchat having that is in a way making her want to do that when they have in the app.
In Snapchat's defense, when you open it for the first time in the filter, it says, please do not snap and drive.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is that Snapchat is, I don't think, at all at fault.
No,
because they have warnings in place
She got her license
for this shit.
She went to a class that said not to do that.
I mean, there's a dog filter. I'm not going to fucking take off my pants, go take a shit in my neighbor's dog.
It was my dog, I swear. Look at the snap.
Woof.
She should be put in jail. I think she should go to jail.
Yeah.
She should go to jail.
She definitely should be. And I can't believe... Well, no, because lawyers are going to take any kind of defense they
They're
they
good.
get.
Lawyers are good these days. Like, it sucks.
Well, hold on.
Because they watch
good at their
Breaking.
job, not necessarily good people.
Oh, no. I'm talking about
sometimes.
they're, like, skillful.
Yes.
Better call Saul, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
very true.
He would find that.
He would do it.
He would have found that thing in the Oklahoma law, too. He probably did.
Probably, yeah. It's just a sad mess of a world we got.
Stupid
By the way-
Crystal McGee.
Crystal McGee.
By the way, Becky
I wanna
is
figure-
slang
wait,
for
I can't
blowjobs,
remember-
too, by the way.
I can't remember where she was
Did
at.
you hear about that? Becky is also slang for blowjob.
Oh, damn.
Really?
Yeah, getting that Becky.
Getting
I
that
thought it was
Becky?
jizz.
No, Becky.
That's a weird...
Listen,
oh.
I'm going to look it
I
up
heard
on
that one.
Urban Dictionary. I've heard it. Ooh, give me
Can
that.
we make it a guy's name? Give me that Becky.
Oh, this was in Georgia.
I'm not from Georgia, but still.
You know what it's like. Oh, sorry. I forgot about this part. So the person she hit was an Uber driver, and he now cannot... He has permanent brain damage. He has to have help with everything in his life now.
And
And
she
her and her like passengers got minor injuries
How?
because she was going
yeah.
front end, and they hit him on the side. Because you got the whole front end, you're going to be fine. You got airbags. He's not going to be fine. Side is still pretty bad.
That's not fair.
No, it's not fair at all. And that's. I wish there was like cars that had only in the situations where dumb drivers are happening. But wouldn't it be awesome is if in those situations they were only driving cars without a front end engine, like electric cars that had like an engine in the back where it was like an electric motor. Oh, that'd be so nice.
Yeah.
Because then they would get their comeuppance, you fucking assholes.
Hi, I'm Daniel Jeffries. Hi, I'm Christy McGee.
Wow.
Kristen McGee. So Becky is actually slang?
Yup.
Applies.
Yo, I want some Becky. You leave. That's the example.
You leave?
You leave.
What is... Hold on. I'm too white. I don't
Oh,
understand.
That's
hot,
what it
and it's
says.
also hot white girls or snobbish women. Look
And
at them
then,
Beckys over
like
there.
related words is like Rebecca, BJ, and I don't know what
Oh,
else.
okay. No, yeah. I get it.
Weird.
I get
mean,
it.
it's Urban Dictionary. It's the best.
Anything can get
Yeah.
on there.
I learned how to read
It's
from there.
user
too.
submitted.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so that is... Those are the news pieces. That's all I got, because those are the only things that I really was interested in the news.
good.
If you
Those
want
good news.
other stuff, go other place.
Hey, comment.
Subscribe.
So those news stories left my jaw wide open.
What the flip are you about to go with this?
So
So let's segue into
let's
Nelson's...
segue into one of my little stories that
Nelson's
happened
stories.
yesterday.
Yay.
So, so yesterday, I've taken a bite out of a sandwich, and it's a big sandwich. It's nice, and I open my mouth,
details.
and I have one of those jaws that when you open it, like clicks into
Ew.
place, like it just like locks, and I'm like, what the fuck? So
It's
when I
used for
took a
breathing
bite-
really largely.
Exactly. So I took a bite and everything cracks. It was just like, and I was like, "Am I okay?" So, and it's funny because I always have this dream, this reoccurring nightmare that I yawn and my mouth gets stuck that way, and then all my friends come and stick their dicks in my mouth. But that's just like later. I'm kidding. That
the
doesn't
dream
happen.
that's not a dream.
That's not the dream. That's what I want to happen, but it doesn't.
It's terrified of you.
Anyway, so I go to the doctor right away, and then I hate going to this doctor because I come to him for
He just
anything,
laughs at
and he
you.
automatically thinks I'm gay. Like it's like no matter what. Like last year, I was losing a lot of weight because I was working 2 jobs, and like I was getting really lightheaded. And then he was like, "Oh, we should check for AIDS," and I was like,
Are you sucking any cops today?
"So I didn't want to go to him.
Lockjaw, AIDS. He's got to be gay.
I didn't want to go to him with
he's
with this jaw thing. He's like, "Yep, diagnosed as gay, gay as fuck. What can I prescribe?"
We're going to subscribe some Jesus.
I'm gonna prescribe a little priest in you. In you.
Shame.
What a
Shame.
horrible person. Sorry, I go everywhere with my jokes. Anyway,
He's going all over the country.
So now I can't.
Georgia, Oklahoma.
I can't open my jaw wide. Like that's why.
That's sad.
No, that's why I was telling you, chew that shit, Daniel, because earlier today I went to a fucking Mexican place and I saw people biting these big ass burritos, just
Okay,
like,
what are you doing?
and I'm sitting there sipping my burrito. I was like
one
staring at these people,
Delicious.
one bean, one rice,
one
at a
rice,
time.
one bean at a time. And I'm staring at these people. Yeah, you bitches. Yeah, I bet you got a strong jaw. Ooh, look at his jawline.
Rolls up their tortilla.
Someone looking at this with no sound, it looks like you're sucking something, and now you're like slurping the.
That's gonna be a thumbnail.
That is gonna be some film though.
Just gonna go like this.
It's a spicy meatball.
Stop it!
Anyway, that was it. Go ahead.
That was your story?
Yeah, I mean it was just my
One
jaw.
of. One of.
One of. I have
We
another
still got
one,
another one.
but it's got a segue.
I always
in there.
love his stories because then I get to see his reaction, and it's always the best.
I hate.
Oh no, my story's not over actually. Then I saw my left sock was missing and there was jizz in it.
Call back. Okay.
Just out of nowhere.
I
Just-
enjoyed that version of the
Go
joke.
watch episode 9, 8,
Wow, we've been doing this for like 3 years
13.
now.
This is the 13th episode.
That was a good movie. From
13th year.
Joseph a little questionnaire.
Okay.
Okay, question. Christian? What?
Questionnaire.
Questionnaire. How do you feel being on this podcast today?
I hate it.
I feel amazing.
Oh my
I
God.
wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now.
Okay,
Oh my
tell me
God.
about the drive here. How was that?
The drive here, let's see. I live like 5 minutes away, right? I saw the address in the map or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I see Rosito Park. I can walk there.
I'm not
parking
gonna.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna take my car. I parked. I walk
I
over
don't
here.
want to get
I
stabbed.
texted Daniel. I'm like, yo, I'm outside. Cool. No reply. 2 minutes
Oh
later,
yeah, was it?
in front. I'm in front, by the way, in case you didn't see that. So I could click again in his mind. And then like another 2 minutes later, I'm coming.
I didn't see it.
I'm like, oh man, he forgot about me.
Well, because they were making fun of me because I was eating
Yeah.
Nutri-Grain. Oh, they're so good.
No, I wasn't making funny. I'm glad that you're
Oh,
actually
yeah.
eating that shit.
I'm eating
man.
better. You guys are gonna see me slowly
Because he
dissipate.
texted me that he was outside of Popeyes. He didn't show up 5 minutes later like I thought he would if he was walking because it's really close to my house. So I immediately thought, oh, he's in fucking Popeyes. But no, he got himself some goddamn Nutri-Grain bar.
No, I'm getting better.
I'm proud of you.
I want to.
Yeah, we are all proud of you. Last question.
That's not going to happen.
How much have you paid for sex before?
No comment.
All right, that's all the time.
That is
That is all the time
provocative
we have. All
question.
right, goodbye.
Provocative
No
question
comment.
time.
Nelson, I feel like you've paid a lot.
Yeah, how much does she charge?
I was swindled. I was swindled. I wanted to use that word today.
A
Swindled.
whole nickel.
Swindled.
Did you just want to use that word right now, and that's when you were like, I've wanted to use that today?
No,
How much
You
were
mean like
swindled
last
of?
2 seconds?
How much did you lose?
I lost about 3,000 pounds, like European
Oh, wow,
money.
you were really heavy.
European.
Oh,
money.
you mean like British money?
British money?
No, but the joke's funnier if you're talking about weight.
That is, he needs weight, water weight.
Hey.
I got penis weight, homie.
Hey.
Anyway,
Yeah, your jaw is
Move
locked. I'm
on.
pretty sure you handle yourself well.
All right, topic. I mean, we don't really lend much to the topic here, so we'll just let conversation go on. But this is going to be the starter. I got two little things. One is another little news story, just a tiny little tidbit that kind of sparked my interest in this. Is that there was a study that came out about how people who use specifically Facebook and Instagram is what they checked. People who use both those services are often getting way more depressed than more people because
That explains a lot.
than other people because the science goes as follows: if you post something that you really want people to see, you're gonna go back and check, and if it gets likes, a lot of likes, you're gonna have a dopamine spike, and then you're gonna want to do that again. Obviously, it's like anything that gives you a dopamine spike, you're gonna want to do it again. And jacking off, sex. So
Wouldn't that apply to like every social media though? I mean, you get
Yeah.
likes like on everything, right?
Yeah.
It
well,
doesn't have to be Instagram.
but here's the thing: stuff like Snapchat. Do you know how many people are watching your stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
Does it tell you like
Millions.
a count?
You actually get rated. You get points.
Well, if they like it,
Yeah,
you can't
you
like
could
it.
click on and you can see all the people who've
Watch it, but not
Who've
like
watched it? Okay. So then, it is but like I said, these were the two that they specifically were mentioned and that they studied.
Those are probably
so
the
yeah,
biggest ones.
the biggest ones, other than Snapchat and Twitter and other emerging ones that people are really into. Vine,
People still using Facebook?
yeah.
I mean, once in a while.
Here's the thing:
I'll check it.
Facebook,
Old
from what I've
people.
noticed, is used by
Political.
political, but there's a higher skew towards an older audience, and then that lends itself to the memes about your mom.
I
uses
guess mine's
Facebook.
all wrong because when I log in, it's just all fighting videos.
Yeah.
That's when I stop.
And
No, my feed's always penises, dude. Like that's why I'm
That's
depressed.
called Pornhub. You're looking at Brazzers right now.
but
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, it's people will keep doing that, and then they will when their stuff isn't getting enough likes, their dopamine
themselves?
starts to but they start to get more depressed because they're like, oh, I'm not worth anything. That's just thoughts brought on by the lack of dopamine in their brain.
I've seen some crazy stuff though, like when people don't get like likes, like they'll pay like these apps to get like fake likes
my
and
God.
views, and I'm like, are you
They're
serious?
trying to live vicariously through these like social
they want
media.
to be like really popular.
It's really sad.
That sucks.
No,
Just go
I-
outside.
Well, here's the thing: is that brings me to what I mean. It's kind of a couple jumps to get to the point that I wanted to make, but that kind of led my mind to like why can't you just live outside? But our world is becoming more increasingly, exponentially by the day, more online. It's almost at this point for some people half and half or more than half. So I know that myself, I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching news videos and
YouTube doesn't have porn. YouTube doesn't have porn.
YouTube and other websites, catching up on TV shows and other stuff like that. And I'm so much online that I'm starting to get into the culture. Like there's like specifically YouTube, because that's where I spend a lot of my time. There's wars between creators on there where one creator says like, oh, YouTube's changing and I really don't like certain creators, and they won't say who, but then kind of like the Beyonce thing, people will be like, oh, I think I know who he's talking about because of who he was talking about on last video, so they'll go and attack another YouTuber and start to yell at them for being like, why are you making this man sad? And I'm trying to get back to where I was. With people becoming increasingly more online, that's just a huge part of, life now. And what I wanted to ask was how much of your guys' life is online as opposed to in real life? Because I know if I talk to about these kinds of subjects, YouTube stuff and Twitter stuff and Facebook stuff, a lot of people, unless they're in your immediate circle when you're talking about Facebook or your immediate circle with interests, aren't going to care. No. So like I said, you guys probably don't know about any of the shit that goes on YouTube. Like that's
I'm pretty big into YouTube. I know.
Yeah. So, but then you guys probably not, right? No.
I'm getting into YouTube.
Right, but
Yeah,
you
but
don't
not as
know,
big.
but you don't know the drama because you haven't been on there for a while.
No.
And so there's that's a whole community of people, and it's basically like where do you guys stand on your lives? Which part of it is internet and which part of it is social interaction outside of that?
Yeah, no, I always give it 110 miles per hour, and then I'm like blessed.
And then you smash into another car. Hashtag. No, I get you. I
Yeah.
get you.
Sometimes I just smash right into the thing right in front of me, and I'm just,
I hope she's somewhere.
That poor Uber
thinking about
driver.
you. Yeah, the Uber driver. Well,
His name was probably Fabrizio too.
Or
Best name. Yeah.
Was he like Armenian?
He was like Leonardo DiCaprio's best friend in Titanic.
I don't know if anybody named
Well, it's the
Fabrizio
guy that
even
gets
exists
smashed, huh?
in
Wait, what?
Alabama,
The guy that gets like
Oklahoma,
smashed,
where the fuck?
isn't it? Fabrizio.
Oh,
in
yeah, he gets
Titanic?
smashed,
Dude,
yeah.
That's so sad. I cried.
You get Shrek'd.
There's another internet-only meme.
Yeah. I think I don't.
Wait, sorry. They should call shipwrecks Shrek. Oh, dude, I was just in a Shrek.
Whoa, look at that Shrek over there. What?
I got Shrek.
Mike Myers? No, the shipwreck.
If only you could take that language back into the time when there were actually a lot of ships getting wrecked, like colonial times.
That means the
and
Titanic
just
would be called
throw
Shrek.
that out there. You dress up as a pirate. You're walking by and you're like, "Arr, look at that! He got shreked," and then you disappear back into the future, and somebody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna use that word now."
And then Titanic's named Shrek.
In the future, yeah, exactly.
No, I want to be the captain, and I would just want to stamp, like, as the ship's going down, Shreked. Like, right, just to stamp it right on the paperwork.
Let it be known.
And then when James
Shrek.
Cameron's like going down in his little submarine to check out the wreck of the Titanic, he sees the
that's
thing.
a
He's
Shrek.
like,
Yep, that's a Shrek.
"What is that?"
Shrek.
Got
Shrek.
Shreked.
Wow.
Avatar 12.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I mean,
If
that's
that's
basically
not
what we're
something-
becoming,
Yeah.
avatars.
That's true though.
That's
It's very true.
You know what reminded me of that? I went to Six Flags the other day, and I went on that new VR coaster.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm
Wait,
like,
they have a VR coaster?
yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
they
that's where I
just
want to
opened
take
it.
you.
We're going.
Yeah.
We're going.
well, sick invite.
Anywho,
right?
just
Sick
yeah,
invite.
look at this.
We're going.
Yeah, we're going.
That
Oh, my
invite.
hand is doing weird. My hand went.
No, because we were talking about it earlier.
No, literally before the podcast started.
No,
we were
yeah,
talking about
it's crazy. It's like that's. I mean, Six Flags right now is dead.
Yeah.
But, like
Dead
they
as-
they clean like this Oculus Samsung thing in front of you, and you put it on, and so like you're going up
Does it
the
smell like
ride.
sanitizer?
Yeah, it
Ooh,
does.
good.
And it's like it's supposed to be like this alien invasion thing. Like
Yeah.
you're like a pilot and stuff, and it looks like really cool. I
That's
don't even
dope.
care about the coaster. I'm going in loops, but I'm just like
Yes.
looking everywhere. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah. That was
no,
pretty
yeah.
cool, yeah.
But legitimately though, how much of your time do you spend online, if at all? Like what
See,
social media
that's a good
apps do you
question.
use?
Yeah.
I feel like you don't do. I feel like you don't do a lot. I don't.
Yeah, look, I try to stay away from social media,
Do
as
you,
in like.
do you try on purpose, or is it just something that naturally
it's something
happens?
that natural. Well, actually, now it's more natural. Before,
Okay.
I was kind of into not as deeply into it as many people are.
Yeah.
But recently, I read some article where it was just like, oh, people getting stupider. They can't concentrate.
Yeah.
They can't concentrate.
Yeah, they got little honky asses. Eat ass, suck a dick, and sell some drugs. You know, that's what it said. It
Yeah.
didn't say that.
That's
but-
what you said.
Yeah.
Typical YouTube comment.
Yeah. So recently, I've been spending less time online, which
Yeah.
is like has just freed up so much for me.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like you are able to concentrate more. Like on the article, it said, "Oh yeah, people are kind of moving in a kind of ADHD kind movement. Like they're
Because-
balancing 5 minutes of their time browsing their Snapchat, their Instagram, their Facebook, and like email, text messages.
Yeah.
And like they're just and at the same time trying to converse with people or you know, and so this kind of rapid movement is just causing like a lack of concentration.
Right.
Yeah. So I've been trying to not do it as much, but if I had to say like a percentage wise, I'm still maybe at like 20%.
Okay, that's actually really low.
using it.
That's
Yeah.
really low. And so that's what, mostly like checking
Checking email.
Yeah.
Checking emails and
any links that your friends might send you that you are wanting to look at.
I guess so. Yeah, Pornhub, you know.
Here's an account.
I mean, everybody does
The
it.
dollar.
20%. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't do
Before it was like maybe 45 though, but it like it's bad, you know. Like I noticed when like I was hanging out with like my sister or other family members that like I'd always be on my phone. I'm just like I don't like that.
Is it because they're boring?
Is it because they're
Is
boring?
it because they're boring?
Because I'm boring?
No, because they're boring.
No, I don't
Like I
think.
find myself doing that when I'm like bored. I'll just take out my phone and I'll just start
I
browsing
see.
stuff.
No, I think it was more of a habit, you know. And sometimes I still do it. I try
Yeah.
not to. Like when I'm talking to people, I'm like still like trying to, and I can do it. People can do it, right?
Yeah.
They could like multitask, but it's just kind of rude, and I'm just kind of like, okay, you
Yeah.
got to stop doing that.
I find I can multitask only in certain ways. If it's a mindless thing that I can do with my hands, then I can multitask while talking to somebody. But I can't
Have two
I can't
conversations.
have two conversations at once. It's beyond me. I am so. Even though I do spend if I were to like right now, it was before I moved. My life was very much probably like 50-50. Right now, it's definitely more like a 60-40, maybe 70-40 or 70-30 split. Yeah. And that's because I'm usually here all the time. I'm usually editing content, stuff like that. So,
But you got an excuse then. Like,
but yeah, and here's the thing: I consume a lot of media, and that's something that I grew up doing. I was watching, TV with my parents, and then that converted to online when there was a lot of online video streaming. So then to YouTube when I noticed that there were a lot of creators on there that I started to get hooked on, And so it's anything from like news to gameplay to just like podcasts. So
To gangplay.
yeah.
Like, wait, like gangplay or gangplay?
Gang,
No,
gang,
like
gang.
Genghis Khan.
Oh,
Genghis
so
Khan,
Yeah.
gangplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, man?
Big Mac.
Where do I
What about
stand?
you, Joseph?
Yeah, where
I
do you stand on that?
I stand like maybe at like a 50-50.
50-50 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first thing I do when I wake up is I have breakfast. My breakfast takes like an hour, so I'm always late to anything I do. I'm on YouTube checking all my like what I'm subscribed to.
Yeah.
Check my emails, check my Instagram, my whatever else I'll check, and then when I'm bored, like I said, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll try to create something like on Snapchat, or I'll post something.
At least you're creating instead of mindlessly zooming all these websites and just being like, okay,
You get
what's-
nothing done, really.
Just scrolling. 'Cause
That's
that,
what my night like before I go to sleep. I'll go on Reddit. I'll just check everything real quick, and then lights out.
Yeah. And I don't know. No. I couldn't collect my thoughts quick enough. Go ahead. What are you at right now?
Mine's probably at paying attention wise maybe wait. So I should say the percentage of what I do.
Yeah,
internet-wise?
how often are you on the
Oh,
internet
no math.
versus interacting with other people or doing other things outside of the internet?
And be truthful, bitch.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
say
bitch.
writing or something.
Okay, 30-70.
People still do that. We write.
But yeah,
I do.
Okay, the reason it's 30-70 is
Not,
because
not like
don't
that. Like that.
No. With their iPads, and then you pen.
See,
Oh,
I'd like to do that. I want to be more on the internet. So I try to do stuff. So
Okay.
I'll look at YouTube videos.
But do you feel like you're more naturally inclined, like Nelson, to not be on it?
Yeah, okay. I just like messaging people. But if people were there, I wouldn't. Like I have a bad I'll forget to text people. I'll forget to. If I get like today, when I'm talking to you guys, I don't need to look at my phone because I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Like the majority of me being on my phone is like talking to a girl, or like Becky.
With
Oh
the
my
good hair?
Yeah, that's it. If I is there a day like I'm not really interested in talking to anyone, then I kind of like don't really. But I mean, I use like Snapchat to see if people do anything interesting,
Right.
and then that's it. I don't really use Twitter. I don't really use Facebook.
Okay.
I don't really use anything. I don't.
No,
Instagram
yeah,
don't
I
use.
get you. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but I'll watch YouTube because it's like on my TV.
Yeah.
But then I don't watch it. I'll sit there and I'm watching it, and then I'll look down at my phone, and then I'll like read a message to someone, and then I'll listen to a song,
Yeah.
and then
Are you guys like me, where you're switching from watching TV to more like the internet?
yeah.
See, for
Yeah.
me, it depends. I'll go from watching like a news video that's maybe like 4 or 5 minutes long to then I'll get up, get a piece of food or something like that, come back down and then watch like a hour-long TV show and then go back to like 5-minute stuff. It really depends. Sometimes my ADD is like through the roof and I'll just be like, I can't fucking concentrate, so I'll be having a video on in the background while I'm editing something else, so I'm just listening to it.
Yeah.
But then I'll pause the video because I'm editing it too much. Because, you know, like if you read a book and listen to music at the same time, often the music is just not there anymore. You're just not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
And so that's how I get. So I'll just be like, I'm not paying attention to this, even though I should be because it's news. I'll just pause it and go to the other thing. But that's when my ADD is like really acting up. But it ebbs and flows.
I need more friends.
Got me.
I just might be saying because if there's a today I went to a play and I
Oh yeah, how was that?
it was good.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Was she good? Was
Yeah.
she like a main part or was she?
Yeah, she was one of the main parts. It was
Oh,
good.
cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So it was cool. 'cause
Friend of ours.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was fun. And so then usually people were like, oh, they didn't turn their phones off. I turned my phone off because I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
watching a play. And so like thinking about that, I'm like, wow, if I was like into it, I'm like, I can't turn my phone off. What the
Yeah.
heck? I like doing that when I especially in plays because I acted like for most of my life.
Yeah.
And so that was just a so that was just a thing. Like
Shut
a
up,
pet peeve.
Nelson.
But if I could be like an artsy fartsy hipster like Nelson and like go around and like watch shows and
Oh,
see plays and
and
stuff.
not be online like this cool guy.
I don't need
over here.
online. Okay, mine is more like a 45. I'll change mine. 45, 55.
45. 50.
I'm
I
sorry.
would have opened my jaw wider, but I couldn't.
Nelson messed up his jaw up from licking butthole.
Oh.
We know from a
You don't need to open your jaw to lick butthole, but to munch some ass.
Speaking of butthole,
Sorry.
this is my other
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was years ago, back before the internet. Well, near it. No, I was 14, 15 years old, and my friends and I would take the neighborhood bus, the Dash, to the Northridge Mall, and we would, chill over there, then come back. It was pretty sweet. So
Lick each other buttholes, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So we're going down, back down home, and there's this old lady getting on the bus. And whenever you see an old lady on the bus, it's just kind of like, fuck, I hope she doesn't sit next to me.
Why? Because she'll pee on you? What's the problem?
She'll pee on you, and then she'll offer you her hard candy. Like, honestly, that hasn't happened to you.
I think that's her bean.
Or they won't. They'll act if they sit. And besides, sorry, I'm gonna do this. If they sit beside you in the aisleway, and you're like you obviously you're getting up to leave, they look at you like you knew I was gonna get off this bus eventually, and you sat down beside me. Move.
Anyway, it makes you
violent.
It makes you angry. No, but this lady was different. This old lady,
She was the hottest old lady.
she looked like a flying squirrel. So and you know how flying
So
squirrels
she had like skin fall?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Flap, flap, flap.
Her skin
Oh, my.
went all the way down. It was literally like a coat. And I was like,
That's gross.
this is great. And so I'm just looking at her, and then she doesn't have enough bus fare, and so she has to go ask the people like, oh, do you have like a couple of cents? And she's really old, and I'm just like, fuck, please don't ask me. And she doesn't ask me, but as soon as the bus
she just starts rifling in your pockets.
the bus starts moving,
Okay.
Flips.
and she falls. And you know that moment where like people are like, oh, should I help her or should I not help her? I don't know what to do.
And then somebody accidentally steps on
I
her
laugh at that.
folds.
I'm just like,
Yeah, so everybody's staring, and some guy helps her up. He touches the fold of her skin, and then I'm just like,
Picks her up like that, like the way you pick a dog.
Back of her neck.
The cuff of her neck.
All the skin from her arms just cinches up to her neck.
Stretches a little.
He doesn't even start lifting her until he's like up here.
she's like dangling.
And he starts to like second hand. He's it's slipping through.
it's so nasty. Anyway, she falls, and then they help her up finally. And then I'm like, okay, great. She's up. And then she's like going back. She finally got enough bus fare, and then she's like right in front of me, and she falls again.
No, she's,
The last
she's
thing I
there.
want-
Face first on
Face
side.
first
She's not
on
getting up.
my crotch.
Becky.
And me and my friends are both we're there, and like throughout the whole thing I'm like, please don't fall, don't
Becky.
fall on me, please don't fall on me. Oh dude, she's gonna touch you. And like she ends up touching my friend's knee as she's walking up, like she kind of uses him as a lever. And this is before she falls on me. When she falls on me, he scoots all the way, like
And she's on it.
and then she's on me. And the worst part is I'm just like just
Velvet rub.
This is
staring.
happening.
Like, what do I do?
Yes.
I don't push her up.
No.
And I just see her get up. Her mouth is open. Her mouth is open. She gets up
What
like,
if you just hear a
like
a
a pop.
sucking sensation? Yeah.
no, dude, no. I was like, is this how it happens on the bus? I was 14.
My
And-
virginity.
so she gets up. She's like just like and then she falls one more time on my crotch, and my friend's laughing. He's just like
Why aren't you protecting your crotch?
He likes it. It's hard by this
I
time.
tried, but
2
then she
inches.
gets up.
Baby Nelson's up.
The first time she got up, it was too hard. It was pushing her off.
Oh god, man! And she gets up, and that was my story. Just like this old lady made my
Fucking
my
God,
first
that is
Becky
gross.
the
Becky.
worst.
Becky gave it to you. Becky with the good hair. Does she have good hair?
I'm just imagining like teeth marks around the outside.
She
of
didn't
her
have any
hands.
teeth. She was
Better
old.
get the teeth
Oh.
on the crotch.
I think she had like 2 teeth. I don't remember.
Oh, the two that like right there.
That reminds me of a story too.
Oh, goody, tell it.
Also a bus story. So I'm on the bus. I'm going to a place.
Strip club.
No, it was like 5 p.m. So I'm on the bus, and I sit down and I look forward, and I see this like light skinned lady like scoot, and I'm like, okay, and like she looked towards
You.
me, and I'm just like,
BBC.
and I'm BBC,
Damn.
and so then she's sitting there, and I know the skin color of her arm, and I see it getting bigger.
Wait.
As in, like...
Wait.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Wait, hold back.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not hold back. Go back. So wait. Why wouldn't you know her skin color if she's already looking at you?
That doesn't mean, I'm saying like her arm. I see her.
Okay.
I see she's a big lady.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, I see her. I don't want to look at her because she, looks a little rough.
Right. So, out of sight of your eye.
I see it, and then I see like her surface area of the skin getting bigger. So she's lifting her shirt up.
Oh, that's what you mean.
And it's like this. And I'm sitting there. And everyone on the bus.
And she's like,
they're all just
son.
like, they're just staying forward.
It wasn't no accident.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
And so she's there, and then I just see something. And I'm sitting there. And I was like, and it was a big lady.
Were you
So
like-
it wasn't like, a little areola. It was like a sunspot. Just like, it was like an eclipse. Just, and I'm like,
You automatically went back to your baby ears. Mama.
I don't want to get that. I get everything if I touch that. Everything.
Was it pancake?
No, it was like it looked kind of like it was like someone put some onions in like an old stocking. Like those stockings your mom used to have, like kind of brown and just But that's from my peripheral. I didn't look and stare and like
Stop
figure
and
out.
stare.
So then then I see her like moving around, and I'm just like, oh god, jeez.
Gotta make it
And
wiggle.
then there wasn't my bus stop. I just get up and I just get off. And then like I look at the bus stop and she's just looking at me, and I'm just like, no.
How old were you?
This was like a few months ago.
Really?
Hang on, people on the people are watching. Comment your bus story.
Someone
You know you got him.
that was me.
My bus stories aren't nearly as interesting.
No, 'cause
they're
you-
just like some gross people, but then they don't really do anything, or some annoying people, and they don't. See, here's where a lot of my stories fall short: is they don't have a punchline.
That's why you just gotta jizz in your sock, man. You'll be fine.
While you're on the bus.
Okay. While you're on the bus.
All right, I'll write that down.
I have a lot of bus stories.
I got a crazy one
Yeah,
too.
go ahead.
It was back in middle school. I used to take the dash too because it's affordable. It's like 25 cents.
25 cents now.
Yeah.
It's like 75.
Holy shit!
So this is way back when, and I didn't know that if the bus driver catches you vandalizing the bus, he pulls over, locks the door, they call the police so he can't escape.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was crazy. So this guy was sitting a couple of rows in front of me. He's putting up some sticker slabs and starts tagging. And someone tells the bus driver, so this guy immediately locks the doors, pulls over. and
Wait,
calls
tagging with
police.
spray paint?
No, with like a marker.
That's so
Oh,
dangerous.
okay,
What if
gotcha.
he's a vandal and like just or like
Like
a
he
criminal?
could have like a gun or something, and I'm just like there, like 12 years old, like what's happening right now?
Yeah.
But it was
What
like
the fuck?
we like sat there like for like 15 minutes until the police came. They took this guy, they questioned it, and I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna be late today.
Where are you, Joseph?
Oh my god! I didn't actually know that happened because I've never.
I didn't
That's
either.
never happened on a
Wait,
bus.
so they stopped the bus?
He stops the bus,
moving.
he pulls
Wow.
over, like it's crazy.
Holy shit! That makes me feel so glad that I didn't get caught that one time. Because I legitimately, I didn't tag like with a marker or anything, but I put. They probably wouldn't for a sticker, but still, like I had like a sticker that I was.
Hey, you kid, what are you doing?
If you
that I
want to
just
beat this
put on the
white
bus.
ass, call this number.
No, it was actually a. So you know the poster for Chef, right?
Yeah.
So the movie has John Leguizamo in it, and he's on the poster. Now his face on the poster is the funniest thing that I had seen in a while when it first came out. And so at my old theater, we got those mini posters for that movie, and we had set them on the counter for people to take. Like 2 weeks after the movie came out, nobody had taken any. So I was sitting there just salivating. I want to take that poster. So I asked my boss. He's like, yeah, just take them, whatever. So I took all of the posters. It was like 30 or so that we had. And I cut his face out of every single one of them. And then I went around town with tape, just taping his face to just random
Leguizamo.
stuff. So I would be like, hey guys, do you want to hang out? And they'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, let's go here. They're like, what? We don't ever, why are we going there? That's like a random park. And I'm like, let's just go. So we'd go, and we'd just, at the park, I'd just be like, there. And then, you know.
Like tape?
Yeah, with just like tape. And then I had kept like 3 or 4 afterwards. And then my sister comes to me, and she's like, hey, I got a project at school. I don't know what to do for it. Do you have any ideas? I have to make a piece of like, it was like copyable art, or like I have to take an image and then make it into something else, and then try to make a bunch of that image for different things, like either posters or something like that. and immediately,
John
this
Leguizamo's
was
head.
was like a couple months in between, so I was just like, oh. And so I gave her the rest of them, and she's like, what do you want me to do with these? I need you to take his face, vectorize it, do whatever you artists do, put it and do it like the Obama Hope poster, whatever, and put Leguizamo underneath it. Make a fuck ton because I want them. And she's like, make a fuck ton of what? Stickers. And so she made like 2 big sheets of stickers with that on there and gave like half of them to me. And then I took those and started just posting them around in different places. Like I went to Ventura at one point with friends and I just took one, stuck it on the side of like the escalator, just kept going. It was so much fun.
That's funny that you bring that up because if you walk down Rosito Boulevard,
Nelson's story. You gave us 2 stories. You didn't say it would be 3.
no, I know
Continue.
this is
No.
just
It was just
a
a bit. It was just a bit.
Suck it, okay? Okay. No, it's funny that you did that because I was walking down Reseda Boulevard the other day towards Sherman Way, and in between there's all these notes, but on the sidewalk, like tagged on there or whatever, and it made me want to find all of them. So I was walking all of Reseda, just reading these notes, and they're just.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the one that's on by the park there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Have you seen those?
No.
Okay. I'll tell you about those in a sec. Continue.
It might be the same guy.
Maybe. Is it black, like, thin writing?
person.
It's thin writing, but the other ones
it
were
like
different
black
colors.
marker?
Different colors.
Okay, because those were black. Continue.
I see. Well, this guy just has the worst grammar ever. He was like, "I killed my brother," and then like later
What
on,
the
I was like, "I killed my brother." Oh, Jesus is dead. I laughed, and then like it's just like
This is some weird shit.
no, it's really weird, and like it was like not only about religion but about a lot of other things. And then I don't know much about religion, but it was just like Joseph Lee's assholes here. Not like
bet.
Ooh, yeah.
it was really
How much you
funny.
charge?
How have I not seen these posters?
Like they're not posters, just writings, and like it was just so funny. I literally went out of my way to look at
To
all
read
the
them.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so funny, man. It was just like oh, asshole means tits, and I'm like, what?
It was
No,
John
yeah.
Leguizamo.
Okay, so...
Some Jaden Smith shit.
Jaden Smith. It
But
wasn't.
but no. They got this. There's the same writing down here on Reseda towards Victory, and it's all along the park sidewalk right there. And it's stuff like one of them says like Spider-Man is dead. Fuck,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's dead. Fuck James Franco and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's shit
yeah.
like that. And then one of them. So it's just like weird shit, like talking about Anne Frank. And,
Yeah, you mentioned Anne Frank too.
So it's the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see these posters.
Okay,
we should go take a field trip.
We'll take a field trip after this.
No, not tonight.
yeah, maybe not tonight. It's gonna
Not
be
at
scary.
nighttime.
Yeah, Reseda Park is dangerous
Yeah.
at this time.
On my birthday, some guy got
What if
stabbed
we just
there.
on our
Oh.
way to like McDonald's or something? We just happen to walk that way.
No.
Yes.
Can we do it in the daytime? Like,
Can we make a field trip some other
Fine.
day?
I really want to show you guys because it's really funny.
I want to see it.
We should
Anyway,
see it. We should go.
But
yeah.
there's one that is so existential that I honestly think that all the others are trolling, and this is the true thing that he wanted to ask everybody, and it's, are you a diplomat? It's literally one of them just says, are you a diplomat?
and then they play Diplo music.
And it's spelled wrong.
Twerk.
But it's so good. It's been my favorite
funny.
thing ever, like in a while, because I bike to work, and
And
so I
Frank.
see it. I see it every time I come home, and I'm just like, there it is.
Anne Frank.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And no
that-
one's gotten rid of it
It's
yet.
the
Anne Frank
same
did
guy.
not know.
It's
so
all
good.
down Reseda, dude. All the way down.
I didn't know it was that far because I only knew it was right
Black History
there.
Month. What? Ooh.
What?
I was just trying to think of things I would say if I wrote it down.
What?
I don't know. It's talking about Black History Month.
Creed's the best movie ever.
Creed is the best movie.
I second that.
Thank you.
So we're getting close to the end here. So I think I will bring it all in with Signs of Hope. So from all that angry, mean, hurting you news.
Hurting my jaw news.
Yeah.
Poor
So
Nelson.
we're going to go to one that's probably one of the best pieces of news I've heard in a while. It's so Officer Joshua Scaglione pulls over a man named Levante Dell, and he's got the reason he pulled him over is because he has tinted windows, and I forget where this is at, but I'm pretty sure it's in a place where tinted windows is not allowed, and that's very few
Everywhere?
places. Basically everywhere, right? I think there's maybe like a couple places where it's allowed, but that's
fucking
I've been
cops,
pulled
man.
over twice already for tinted
Yeah.
windows.
So
Ridiculous.
he pulls a guy over, and then as he's talking to him, he sees his daughter in the back seat, and he notices, hey, why is your daughter not in a car seat? She's too young to be just sitting in a seat by herself. She needs a car seat. And he's like, look, man, I really don't have the money or the income or anything to get her a car seat right now. And I think he was on his way to make a payment for something too. And so it's a 3-year-old daughter, so definitely a girl that you need, in a wheelchair, or not a wheelchair, a fucking high chair.
Where's this going?
What the heck? Put her in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
We're gonna break her legs.
So here's the best twist. So instead of giving the guy a ticket for tinted windows and not having, child endangerment and all that, he's like, okay, roll up your window, follow me in my car. And he's like, what? He's like, I'm going to buy your daughter a booster seat. So they drive to a store, and the officer buys the man a child's booster, car seat, and then doesn't give him a ticket, doesn't give him anything else. He's just like, here you go, man. I can, you're definitely down in times, like you're not doing too well, so you know what? I'm not going to make it worse for you. Here's a car seat. Have a good day.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's some nice-ass shit.
Oh, that brings.
It's almost as nice as Joseph's face.
Oh,
It really is.
I have a perfect thing to play while you were saying that.
Oh, go ahead, play it.
you keep talking
Oh,
about
keep talking about it? Okay, let me find some more stuff. So this is so when the rookie cop asked Dell to accompany him and purchase a car seat for the little girl with his own money, the father was so taken aback that he forgot to find out the officer's name before the two parted ways.
It was an angel.
Determined to find them, he posted a status on his Facebook page about the experience.
He's been dead for 30 years.
Oh my God.
If you would have seen us in Walmart, you would have thought we were best friends, Dell wrote. I've been calling all day trying to get his name because I was so in shock I couldn't look at his name tag. Eventually, Westland Police Department picked up on the now viral post, and now, after some investigating, figured out it was Officer Scaglione. Is there a song? What is...
It's like cheering.
Like I say, he didn't have to do what he did at all.
Battery was low.
You mean to tell me this dude gets off on little girls with pigtails?
Yeah. I think I'm just going to, at this point, dub it over like the actual song.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better than my crappy interpretation.
Stupid. Dan.
Oh, yeah. Before we go, Black History moment for the week.
Yay!
With DJ Daniel Jeffries. Oh. Hey, y'all.
We're talking about a nighttime podcast.
So in the news, they talked about, it was a guy, or it was an article, I can't remember, a woman guy, like how black actors, you don't see their faces in movies.
Right.
Talked about Idris Elba has been voiceover in movies. And
Oh, wait, what? That's what they're saying?
this is the
Despite the fact that black people have had roles in movies? where
no,
you see
no,
their
no.
faces?
They're just saying like as of recent,
That's
the
just how
majority
movies go.
the majority of the movies that you've had like lead African American actors,
Right.
has been their voiceovers and stuff.
Right.
And so that was a weird thing that got passed around. It was like, Lupita.
Literally only 2 movies.
Yes, but then it was saying not just that, but also like, oh, they have to be makeup, and they brought up like Zoe
Which two
Saldana.
movies are you
Okay,
guys
no, no,
thinking about?
They're talking about-
3
Which one?
movies.
I
can
can only
of 3.
think of 2.
Well, this is like the they talking about like the big black actors or whatever. Like you have
Will Smith.
Idris Elba. He was in
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. But he's getting up
But
there.
specifically, Idris
It's-
Elba, Lupita Nyong'o.
And then they had like Zoe Saldana. She's been in
Zoe
she's been
Saldana, yeah.
Pain and like Avatar and all that stuff. You don't see
Yeah,
her face. And
exactly.
all this stuff and yada yada
Right.
yada. Someone brought up a really good point. Tim Hackett, who's on last week, he talked about because they were talking about like in Star Wars, how come the African American actors were like, Homegirl was in like that orange thing. He
What
was
about
like,
Finn?
that's
Yeah.
what he was saying. Like, what there was like a lead character. in
You're
that.
just completely forgetting about the main character of the
Yes.
movie.
So with that little black history, that little
Yeah.
black moment in a week, I see what the person was trying to do. They just didn't go about it in a good way at all.
No, they didn't do their
Because
research.
someone put on there. Let's be honest, black people have really nice voices. Idris Elba has an amazing voice. Same thing with Benedict Cumberbatch. He's been in the same things. So they just from one black person to the people who are watching this who are African American or not. Hey, look, we take what we can get.
And that's the show. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Do all the socials. Do all of the liking and rating and everything. We don't got time to do any more shit.
And have a lookout for Impending Doom. I said keep a lookout for this.
Keep a lookout for things and stuff because we got stuff in the works.
Yeah.
If
Not
you're subscribed, you're gonna know. If you're not subscribed, you're not gonna know.
Oh yeah, that's even better to know. If you're subscribed, you're gonna know. If you're not subscribed, you'll never know.
That's
So
why.
subscribe.
That's what I was saying.
You stopped me.
So if you want to know what we got coming out, check back here. Either keep checking back on our webpage or on our YouTube page specifically, because we will have some other kind of content, visual content only, coming out there. Hopefully you guys will like it.
Pornographic.
I don't really care, but other people might. I know you can. I'm just like, We're going to have that be our send-off. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Joseph, for being here.
This is his information.
Yes, all the information. And have a good night.